And South Korea's second largest Busan city is shedding people faster than a trendy diet sheds pounds. Experts warn that it's aging at unprecedented rate. Now, if this continues, the once thriving metropolis might just be known for its beaches and empty high-rises. If you ask anyone born in Busan, their life plan likely involves leaving it. Youngsters bolt from Busan to Seoul as soon as they finish their high school. Between 1995 and 2023, Busan lost 600,000 people. The Korea Employment Information Service has even classified Busan as the risk of extinction. The reason? Busan's traditional industries, once fueled by manufacturing and shipping, haven't kept up with South Korea's shift toward a high-tech economy. Samsung and LG may have been born there, but today not a single one of South Korea's top 100 companies call the city home. Even its famous port is losing relevance as trade shifts to Incheon, which is much closer to Seoul and China. Now, Busan's history is one of rapid growth and equally rapid decline. The city exploded in size after World War II and the Korean War, becoming a key industrial hub in the 1960s and 70s. But once South Korea stopped making cheap consumer goods and started focusing on high-end tech, Busan got left behind, like last season's fashion trend. Successive governments didn't help either. Rather than investing in new industries, they turned into real estate moguls selling public land to developers. Now, this sparked a luxury apartment boom that made the city a haven for wealthy investors. Just not for young people who actually needed affordable places to live. The result? A generational wealth gap that made Busan even less attractive for anyone under 40. One prime example is the swanky beach district of Haeundae, once dubbed the Copacabana of Korea. Today, it is among the areas most at risk of population collapse. Sure, it's full of high-rises, but unless you're a millionaire, good luck affording a place there. Most locals live behind the flashy towers in areas that are becoming increasingly neglected. Now, here's the twist. Even Seoul, the city that has been siphoning off Busan's young people for decades, is facing a demographic crisis of its own. South Korea's fertility rate hit a world low 0.72 in 2023. And in Seoul, it was even bleaker at 0.55. Officials say a rate of 2.1 is needed for a stable population. So at this point, South Korea might need a miracle to avoid a population meltdown. Busan, however, has it even worse. While Seoul's population is expected to decline by 21.45% by the year 2050, Busan is looking at a staggering 33.57% drop. And unlike Seoul, which still holds economic power, Busan risks becoming a retirement community with an abandoned skyline. Now, city officials have ideas, some of them bold, some of them desperate. The deputy mayor, Lee Jung-seun, wants more autonomy, regulatory reform, and even a special visa program to bring in young workers from Southeast Asia. But skeptics warn that unless the fundamental issue of the unbalanced regional development is fixed, new arrivals will just pack their bags and head straight for Seoul, like everyone else. Now, Busan's downward spiral isn't just a local issue. It's a warning sign for all South Korea's regional cities. If it continues, the country could end up with a hyper-centralized economy. Busan may not vanish off the map tomorrow, but if things don't change, it could soon become more of a historical anecdote than a thriving city.
From breaking news to the day's biggest controversies, shedding light on the world's top headlines, detailed analysis on the stories that matter the most to you. Catch it all on Spotlight at 6 p.m. India time and 12:30 GMT, only on Firstpost.
We're calling the show Vantage. We hope you like what we put together for you. Touted as the minimum two-ways defense from that video. India's neighbours were the first to send the special edition of Vantage live from the White House throughout this week. Yes, Hindu Mandir we're on our way to Tel Aviv. Measure, but it's also the perfect way to drive.
I don't think that
Prime Minister of Bhutan, Sherin Tagwe. Welcome to
60% of the world's
office. Prime Minister Modi did the iron.
we were actually
How are you doing? How do you like? It's been 1 year since that meeting. Iron bars separate you from the outside. Out the vote efforts. Trump had, it says, and at $4.3 trillion. 300 billion by 2030. That's what we need to tackle climate change.